Can I talk my...
Come on.
That other side.
The Oakley way.
Hey.
C5.
Can't nobody...
But not far from where the Steelers' former homes at Three Rivers Stadium, Forbes Field once stood, we are at Pittsburgh's Acrisure Stadium. Today, we've got a Week 13 matchup for you here, as it'll be the Arizona Cardinals taking on the Pittsburgh Steelers. The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. And how about this for a start? This is out of bounds. Wishing he had a mulligan. That's not how you want to start the game.
Not at all, because not only do you give up the penalty and good field position, but it just kills the momentum of your team as you start a game.
And they'll run the option to start the drive. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Kyler Murray, 59 yards. And the Cardinals will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Prater for the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. And after the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And it'll come out to the 25. Austin not going to try and return it. Pickett leads his Steelers up here with a fresh set of downs at their own 25-yard line. They'll start this drive out on the ground. There he goes, left side. And he makes it all the way down to the 19. A big play that time for Pittsburgh. 56 yards on the ground. A real field flipper there, as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. On the give, this is Harris. Give him maybe a yard, quite the opposite from the previous big gainer.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. 2nd and 9. Now Pickett. He's got his tight end Freiermuth right side. And the Steelers are going to have a 1st and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line. So 3 plays, already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. Back to throw, Pickett. And it's caught. And in for the Steelers touchdown. George Pickens hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Steelers are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. Well, go ahead and strap in, partner. Less than 2 minutes in, had the score on the one side. A quick answer, though, to get the equalizer.
Sometimes you get that sense of urgency that ratchets up, right? When you give up an early touchdown like that, you just know you're like, okay, how do we go back and equalize things? Can we get it done fast? And they absolutely did. Essentially, we're back to even, aren't we?
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
They'll come up 2nd and 7. Murray now running right on the option. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this will be scooped up in the end zone. The defender gets there, and it's a touchdown. Once that ball was loose, the question was, would this be 2 or would it be 6? It's 6. The defense able to pounce on it.
And for the offense, the training didn't really kick in, did it? Once that ball comes loose, you've got to get on it, make sure that you recover it, or make sure you punch it out of the end zone. Anything but give it to the defense to score a touchdown.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Now this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started.
And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Murray now. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35.
Couple of Oklahoma teammates there. Murray to Brown for a Cardinal first.
Defensively going forward, they're going to have to watch out for him on plays just like that. It's a drag route across the field, and they're trying to free him up and let him run after the catch. That won't be the last time we see that play, and it works there to pick up a first down.
Walker now on 1st and 10. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. And it's 2nd down. You look at this Steeler defense.
And this unit, very tough to throw against. Currently 2nd best in the NFL.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
Murray going to throw. And his throw here's incomplete.
Well, they certainly did a nice job there picking him up out of the backfield and then running stride for stride with him. That's good coverage, and it led to an incompletion.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
Murray changing the play. They'll go with a touch pass here, trying to pick it up.
Runs over him. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. A gain of 8 and a first down.
First down, Arizona.
From the gun, Murray.
Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Desmond King picks it, and he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Pickett now to throw off the play fake. That's swung out wide to Harris. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Pickett going to bootleg it. Touchdown! Darnell Washington with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Steelers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, 2nd year in the NFL. But I don't know if last year as a rookie if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that, so he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the 2nd-year quarterback.
And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. You look at this Steeler defense. And this unit, very tough to throw against. Currently 2nd best in the NFL.
And this unit knows exactly where they rank. They're number 2 against the pass in the NFL. You know they have their sights set on being number 1, looking for a big game today.
Murray flips this forward on a jet sweep. And he's just going to run right into that big old defensive end. And that play going nowhere. Well, they tried to catch him by surprise, I think, there with that little pop pass on 3rd down, but no luck.
You're right about no luck, but I did like the idea. I like the thought process. Make an unconventional call on 3rd down sometimes. It can pop big. In this case, it didn't.
And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. Fair catch called for and made right at the 25-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. So for this offense, Charles, remember drive 1 made it to the end zone. Drive 2 resulted in a touchdown as well. Now they'll try to make it 3 for 3.
Yeah, and they told us all week that this was the plan and this is what they wanted to execute. But did they really believe it would happen this well, this efficiently? I know they'll take it. And afterwards they'll say, there was never a doubt in our minds we were going to be successful in this one.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's a 2nd down and 6. Now run straight ahead with Warren. And he'll fight for a couple as the tackle is made at about the 32. Well, this defense for the Cards, they were terrific last week in the win over the Rams.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
The Cards going nickel. An extra defensive back out there now on 3rd down. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will have a Steelers first down as he'll be marked down a yard or two past the marker following a gain of 6.
A pretty sizable deficit here in the first quarter. This defense would probably need to get off the field in those situations on third down.
And you and I both know in this huddle before that last third down play, that's exactly what they talked about. Let's make a play. Let's get off the field. Let's reverse the momentum. Instead, they got hit with another first down, almost back to the drawing board.
And that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45.
Well, I think after that run, the defense get back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
Meanwhile, Pickett's throw into the hands of Pickens.
And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 35. A pretty wild first quarter. 21-7, our score. Second quarter action from Pittsburgh. It is the Steelers in control of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Pickett will look to throw it here. On this one, incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down. The Steelers had 7 and 4 on the year. Now, they were losers last time out, trying to turn things around here in this one.
And it always helps to have a home crowd behind you, giving you encouragement as long as you give them something good to cheer about. So you know they just want to come out and play well for their faithful, and I expect them to do just that.
Completing it to the right side, Johnson. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. 22 yards there, a first down. Off the play fake, here's Pickett. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
The way he's been slinging in the first half, you expect everything he throws to go for a touchdown, but I guess he's going to have to wait to try and pick up that third, isn't he?
Yeah, I thought he had him for a second, but you're right, not to be.
Now a 2nd and 10.
He finds his man, Johnson. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves him with 3rd and 9 looming.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Here's 3rd and 9. Pickett.
No, bottled up fumble. It's out. It's loose. And the Cardinals have got it. Going the other way. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. A bad 3rd down mistake there.
Points were already on the board in their mind. And that's the worst part about it, right? Because it's just like in golf. Never count it in the cup until it rolls in there. Otherwise, you can really get messed up with your scores. In this case, you know they thought, hey, at least 3, maybe even a chance to get 6. It's a little bit demoralizing going off the field now that you've turned it over and you come up empty.
Yeah, if he holds on to that, at least the field goal on 4th down. Now they lose it. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
You could tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
On 2nd down, it's Walker.
Oh, he bowls over it. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard.
Another good run there for a guy who, remember, on Wednesday was named NFC Offensive Player of the Week for what he did a week ago.
Yeah, and you know it takes some solid runs and some extra special ones in order to win that type of an award. I think he's locked in and wants to get it done a second time.
Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race.
He's on his way.
Touchdown, Cardinals. Kenneth Walker. That's rushing touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Cardinals have cut it back within a score. Extra point good by Prater. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And it'll come out to the 25. Austin not going to try and return it. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Last time out, remember, they fumbled the football. That led to the touchdown. And, Charles, they were in the red zone, so that's a backbreaker. They got to try to pick up the pieces here on this drive.
Yeah, and I actually started to do the math here, so be patient with me. 12-point swing is the way I calculated, because not only did they drop the ball in the red zone, they watched the opponent score a touchdown right after that. So their goal, have a drive here and try and get some of those points back.
Here's Pickett on second down.
Here's Johnson with a reception. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
They run the play fake. Here's Pickett. Targeting Johnson on the comeback route, and this is caught.
He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. They go right back to him for 20 and a first.
1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
They'll send the tight end in motion left.
Dialing up another pass here. Pickett.
And this one is incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
2nd down. Here's Pickett.
Flushed out right.
Got his man. It's Warren.
And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
Well, he was trying to make something happen there outside of the pocket, but ultimately what did happen was a loss of yardage.
Yeah, he held on to it for a long time, didn't he? As you talked about, trying to make something happen, hoping something would come open, but it didn't. Ends up shuttling it off, ends up going for negative play.
And they'll send the tight end in motion left.
Throwing on 3rd down. Here's Pickett. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had it and dropped it. That is an unforced error there, and it takes away what could have been a touchdown.
And his kick is indeed good.
And the lead works its way up to 10, 24-14. So that one on target, and it adds to this first half lead.
And maybe we're too early to worry too much about 1-score lead, 2-score lead, etc. But this is where you kind of start banking those points that come in helpful later on.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone.
Oh, a good return up past the 30. Still going. One man to beat. And he will score. Touchdown, Arizona. It's been a back-and-forth game, a lot of points on the board, and that return right there kind of indicative of how this thing's gone.
Well, you've seen both teams go at it, and as you just pointed out, both of them have found the end zone. But just like in boxing, you know the blow that hurts the most? The one you didn't see coming, and that often is the case when it comes in special teams.
And we will not see an attempt to match that return touchdown, as this will be a touchback and bring it out to the 25.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Pickett, he'll look to throw it.
And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
The offense on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. Johnson's got it complete. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40.
The Pickett finding Johnson there. First down, Steelers.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield incomplete.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top, unsuccessfully.
Here's 2nd and 10. A handoff for Warren.
He stiff arms him. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Here's 3rd and 6. That's caught. Allen Robinson.
And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 43. And they get 10 yards there and convert on 3rd.
So he turned to a trusted, familiar face in that 3rd down situation. It paid off.
Yeah, you go to your veteran receiver in that spot, so you can't underestimate him when he's on the field defensively. Make sure you know where he is because he understands how to get open in key situations.
And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Partner, one thing I was lousy at growing up, track and field, I could never anticipate the start before a race. But how about that backer? He figured it out, jumped the count, and turned it into a really nice play for his defense.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11.
Looking to throw, Pickett. Setting up the screen, Harris.
And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards. So 2 of 2 on 3rd down conversions on this drive, and now they face a 3rd and 3 here.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. He's exceeded his receiving yards from a week ago, and we're still in the 1st half. It's a 1st down. 2 minutes remaining in this 1st half of football. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this 1st half of play from our studios in Orlando.
On 1st and 10, it's Pickett.
It's brought in by Harris. And in for the Steelers touchdown.
Najee Harris,
25 yards for the touchdown.
And the Steelers add 6 to their lead.
There are several elements to a well-executed screen pass. This one resulted in a touchdown. It had all of those elements.
Yeah, you're so right, because you really need the rush to almost get to the quarterback, almost get to the passer. Then you've got to get the ball thrown perfectly Exactly, whether it's to the running back, the wide receiver, whoever the screen guy is. And, of course, the blocking has to form in front to get him downfield for the touchdown.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. As this offense comes back out here, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game, and they've been on the sideline for a while. They did score their last time out, but they just had to watch that long, sustained drive, so we'll see if they can shake the rust off.
Yeah, and that's always a question that you have when you have to come off the bench after having sat there for a long time. Are you ready to go? Are you loosened up? But even more so, are you mentally alert and ready to put your best product out there?
Now Murray off play action. His throw incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They've got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 41-yard line. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue. First and 10, it's Edwards-Helaire with it. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. Now Murray sees something. He's going to change it up. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. There he goes, left side. Touchdown, Cardinals. Andy Isabella, 44 yards. And the Cardinals get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Prater for the extra point. And the lead is down to a field goal. And after the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And it'll come out to the 25. Austin not going to try and return it. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive as they take over with exactly 1 minute to go here before intermission. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. Johnson, the man in motion right. He'll get it here on the jet sweep. And this is not going to work as planned. He's going to be met and dropped behind the line of scrimmage. The Cardinals forced to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. They're backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Here's Pickett. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. On 4th down, here's Presley Harvin on to punt. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Taken from just outside the 30. We'll call it a 42-yard punt, 3 on the return. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. A slim deficit here in a one-possession game. Not much time left, obviously. We'll see if they can march this down the field, at least get 3, and take some momentum into the locker room. And complete to Zach Ertz. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Another first down, this time on a gain of 19. Second and 10. Shotgun now from Murray. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. A pitch comes to Edwards-Helaire. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. No run back here to begin the half, and we will start at the 25-yard line. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going. So what needs to... He's got a man complete. Down the sideline he goes. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Pat Freiermuth, 75 yards. And the Steelers are able to widen their advantage. Extra point splits the uprights, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. Here's the Steelers kick team as they'll boot this one away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And they're going to have terrific field position as they finally get to him, but just shy of the midfield stripe.
It's the 3rd quarter, and they're down on the scoreboard. And while no one wants to hit the panic button just yet, points are a necessity on this drive. What a great way to get set up.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. Well, the opposition laid down the challenge, an opening drive touchdown here to start the second half. And, Charles, now you feel like this group needs to get an answer. Oh, what was he thinking there? It's easily intercepted. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. And the Steelers are going to get the football here at their own 23. Pickett leads the Steelers up here with a fresh set of downs. At their own 23. In motion right here comes Johnson. Harris will start the drive out. And he'll get this just across the 25-yard line.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Pickett looking to throw on second down. Pressure comes, and the Cardinals bring him down. Brought down by multiple defenders, and it's a loss of 12.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. 3rd and 19, no problem, as they're able to convert.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Pickett now to throw off the play fake. Now a short pass pulled in by Washington, and they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. On second down, this is Harris. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
And this is incomplete. Oh, that looked like a sure 6 points, but he could not get that to stick, and that is a golden opportunity wasted there.
And that's one of the few things that has not gone right for this offense so far. They've had their share of big plays. That was nearly another. But somehow, he just couldn't squeeze it.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. And the catch made by Johnson. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of, until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7. Pickett now from the gun here. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Allen Robinson, 42 yards. And the Steelers are able to extend their lead. No problem there on the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Here's the Steelers kick team as they'll boot this one away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Murray's throw complete here to his receiver, Brown. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run.
Well, this game has certainly had no shortage of offense. Both teams have been revved up from the start. And here's yet another big play. Boy, both defenses have just got to be dragging out there because they've been run ragged throughout.
On 1st and 10, here's Murray. And this is caught. It's Brown. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Two big plays right in succession as this one goes for 27. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. From the red zone, here's the Heisman Trophy winner, Murray. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by DeMonte Casey. And the Steelers will take over here just shy of the 30. Well, field goals probably aren't going to cut it at this point. This was touchdown or bust, and unfortunately for them, it turned out to be bust.
Yeah, they're feeling like they've got to force the issue here. Maybe take some chances they wouldn't have earlier in the game. But give credit to this defense. They've really stood tall throughout, and they come up with the interception in the end zone.
And a really good show of force there as he gets through for 4 tough yards.
End result of that one, a nice 4-yard gain. So you can use that to set up your play-action game, or you can come right back and continue to run the football because as an offensive play caller, you're on schedule and feeling pretty good about your next couple of calls.
Pickett. A short one there to Freiermuth. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first.
That's good for the Pittsburgh Steelers. 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Now a 1st down carry for Harris. And a good push there defensively as they stop him at the 48. Gain of just 1.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Off play action. Pickett. Now a short pass pulled in by Washington. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 38-yard line. That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execute.
And the pressure will bring him down here. The Cardinals get home for the sack. Justin Houston picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. And that's his 2nd sack in this one.
And you just can't ask a defensive end or an edge rusher to play any better than what we're seeing right now. And, partner, it's still just the 3rd quarter. I'm thinking he's not done yet. Even if he's not getting a sack, he's bringing a lot of pressure to the pocket.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. Hey, a lot of points have been scored in this game against them, but tally that one on the side of the defense.
Do you think maybe, possibly, it can be a little bit of a changer for them? Maybe not a game changer, but a little bit of a momentum one that maybe they can string together some pretty good plays and slow them down.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete.
As defensive coordinators around the league tell me all the time, that throw is not for every quarterback because you've really got to drive the ball downfield. It's going to be a tight window for him to fit that one into. In this case, unsuccessfully.
A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
At their own 32-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
On 2nd down, a run with Edwards-Helaire. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 7 yards there and a 1st down. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close.
We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Slot man moves right. Right back to Edwards-Helaire on 1st down. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Cameron Hayward getting upfield to make the stop.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Murray going to throw. Flush to his right.
He's got his man. That's Ertz downfield.
A huge play there for Arizona. 44 yards. Murray now on 1st down. Buying time to his left. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
His running ability has been an extra dimension of their game plan thus far. For once, though, he doesn't create any magic against the front that's prepared for him to try and take off.
Now Murray throwing on 2nd down. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Minkah Fitzpatrick.
And the Steelers are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line.
Intercepted. The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 8-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable 4th quarter lead. Here's one deep for Pickens.
It got his man complete.
He's to the 15.
Touchdown.
George Pickens
With touchdown number 2 in the game and now 11 on the year.
And the Steelers look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is now 24. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense.
And just looking ahead, it would appear that that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one, though probably not one that they want to chew on. A poor performance from start to finish. But we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete.
And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line.
Murray's pass intercepted. The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
They run the play fake. Here's Pickett.
Escaping the pressure right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, 4th quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
Now they fake the jet sweep there and a run instead with Harris.
And a short gain here down to the 22. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
And this one is right through. And that will extend their lead even further. Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
The Cardinals take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be down the numbers. There he goes. Across midfield. He's on his way. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Clyde Edwards-Helaire, 77 yards. And the Cardinals get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit. Extra point good by Prater. And the lead now down to 20. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And it'll come out to the 25. Austin not going to try and return it. Pickett leads the Steelers up here with a fresh set of downs. At their 25-yard line. A handoff to Harris to begin the drive. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts?
Oh, poor decision there, and it's going to be intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick, and they're going to be set up in the red zone right around the 17-yard line. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. A shotgun snap and a give to Edwards-Helaire. And he stopped immediately there. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Now Murray.
At the 16-yard line.
On the throw led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
In a game that hasn't gone your way, you've got to throw in the end zone at every opportunity and hopefully climb back in as much as possible. He put way too much on that throw, though, and that shot ends up with nothing.
And this offense on 3rd down today, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. From the gun, Murray being chased out left. And he is stopped just short on 3rd down. Got 9 yards, but needed 10. And a field goal obviously means nothing here. They're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th down. Now Murray's got to have this one. Got a man. It's Brown. But he will be stopped behind the line as he will not come close to the marker. The Cardinals unable to convert there on 4th down. And this Steeler defense able to come up with a stop. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. It's been a dominant performance to this point, Charles, and this is probably exactly how they scripted this and envisioned it. They got a 3-score lead, 4th quarter, and a chance if they want to continue to pour it on here.
It is their call, isn't it? I mean, the way that they have taken on this game and the way that they have carried this game and have dominated this game, you're exactly right. Do what you want down the stretch. We are in the era of, hey, if you don't want us to do this to you, then you need to stop us. Their call to finish this one off.
And give him about 4 on the play, but he's marked short, so it'll be 3rd and about the length of the football. Pickett going to keep it himself. And he will have a Steelers first down, at least at first glance, as he'll spot the football just beyond the marker. They find a way to convert on 3rd and inches.
There may have been a little bit of an element of surprise there. 3rd and inches, and they go quarterback sneak. I still feel like this is a play that often is reserved for 4th down.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And he'll take this one only up to about the 21. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one. It might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
2nd and 9 now from the 21. He finds his man Johnson. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Brings up 3rd and 4.
Here is 3rd down at 4. On the draw, it's Harris. Trying to keep those big legs churning, but he's going to go down in the backfield. The Steelers send out their punter now as he'll come on to kick this one away. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and they will take over 1st and 10.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 44-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, it's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnelled. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
Out of the gun, here's Murray. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. Now they got to get to the line quickly. Murray going to try to throw on 3rd down. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. And now they're in the hurry-up.
It's a gain of 6.
Throwing on 1st down is Murray. That'll be caught. It's Isabella. And they move this all the way down to the 9. And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides.